YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I've got Roxy in the chair with me here, and Baron is in the bed on the floor. Vincent is way out across on the other side of the apartment. I have a gift guide for you today that's all about luxury, and by that I mean the things that you watch my channel for, the Louis Vuitton, the Chanel, the Hermes, those name brand things. Most of what I have in this video is not manufactured by those companies, but it's related to them. And if you or someone you know is interested in those bags and accessories, then these are some items that you might also be interested in that relate to those bags and accessories. You'll see what I mean. For the most part, I'm gonna start with really small items and then go up to the bigger ones. So let's go ahead and get started. First up on my list are some felt paper clips to go on your planner or wherever else you might wanna put them. I wanted to show you how I use them on my planner, but I want to show you two in particular that relate to our luxury community. This one is Louis Vuitton paperclip, and this is a Tiffany's paperclip. These are not made by the companies, these are made by individuals who sell them on Etsy, and everything that I'm showing you, I'm linking below. I love using Etsy because you're supporting a small business and you can get really cute, handmade, unique things. The Louis Vuitton one is sold by a shop called pinkiebows. The Tiffany box is sold by a shop called ImpalaGirlTrendz. The Vuitton one is $3, the Tiffany box is $4 and up, plus shipping. I want to say too, a lot of these smaller items that I'm showing at the beginning of the video, I think would be great stocking stuffers. It's sometimes hard to come up with interesting, kind of meaningful things for a stocking. My mom used to fill our stockings with oranges and apples. We didn't like that very much, but it became this running joke in the family, and now we put them in her Christmas stocking. The next couple are cleaning products that might be helpful for someone you know who has these nice bags and wants to take care of them. So the first is the Cadillac Boot and Shine Leather Lotion, and then these two are for hardware, the brass hardware. So there's Brasso and Blue Magic Metal Polish Cream. I haven't tried this one yet. I've heard that it's a little thicker than the Brasso, so it stays where you put it a little better. I've heard the results are about the same with these two products. The next item is this sparkly crystal Eiffel Tower keychain, and it has this little Eiffel Tower on the side there too. And I first saw this at TJ Maxx, but the one that they had was broken, so I found this on Amazon. I've linked that one below. It's only $9. And I think it's the perfect little stocking stuffer keychain for those of us who like these bags from Paris. If you know someone who has the Louis Vuitton luggage tags and likes to decorate their bag with those, if they don't have clips for them already, I've linked the clips below. They're by Mauto. And there are some shops that I also have coupon codes for. Mauto is one, so you can check that out below. Mauto sells on Etsy. One of these clips is $9. They have the clips listed in two different listings on their Etsy shop, and one I think is around $12 and one is $9, so I linked the $9 one for you. I don't think there's any difference. And the size you want for the luggage tags is the mini size. Personally, I wouldn't mind getting something like this in my stocking. It seems like maybe not the best gift for some little clips, but at $9, they're so expensive for each one. And I like to have one for each luggage tag. I mean, it probably costs 2 cents to make them, so there's a huge markup on them. But they're a nice little clip, and it matches the clips on the Louis Vuitton bags. Next on my list is this closet-made tie rack. And as you can see, I use these, I have 3 of them, and I hang my luggage tags and my coin purses that have clips on them, any kind of bag charms, I hang them all there, and that way I can see them in my closet. And they're all on display, and I know what I have. I don't have to dig through and try to remember what's in a box somewhere. Personally, I find that to be a great organization system for those. And those are only $8 each. By the way, if my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm sick. Most of these items I have, and some of them I don't, but I've seen them online and think they're nice looking and wouldn't mind having them myself. Some of them I'm gonna be asking for on my Christmas list. This is one that I thought was really pretty. It's a Gucci inspired ribbon brooch. So the Gucci ones like this sell for several $100s. This one is only $9, and they have a few different styles and a few different ribbon colors for them. Another accessory I've purchased for my bags that I really like are these bag straps, detachable, and you can mix and match them on your bags, and then they're double-sided. So this one is a gray ostrich on one side, and then a light pink on the other, which would probably be really nice with the rose ballerine or any azure pieces. I have another one I'll show you in a minute on a Noe, but these run about $14 each, and it's a really nice little stocking stuffer. Just roll it up and pop it in the stocking. That'd be a nice little gift. They have lots of different colors and patterns in these. The next thing I want to show you is this Clippa bag clip. Hi, Roxy. Say hi, Roxy. She's so cute. She wants to be in the videos. So it's this Clippa bag clip, and you see it? It opens up like this, so when you take your bag to a restaurant or something and they don't have hangers to put your bag and you don't want to put it on the floor and there's not a chair available for it, you can put your bag here. This would go onto the table, and then your bag hangs from the bottom. And then it's got a nice strong spring to it, so it'll really hold it in place. It has these little rubber grips on the feet to keep it in place too. And it's so narrow and thin, it's really easy to store in your bag, even a small one. You could also wear it as a bracelet. Not that it's really intended for that, but I know some people do if you don't have it in your bag or you want easier access for it. So there are a few different uses for it, and it's really handy. I think this is another item that's really overpriced. It's $16 for this, but it is really handy to have. And it would make another great little stocking stuffer for someone, or a Secret Santa gift. For someone who's really into luxury bags, I highly recommend this book, Deluxe, How Luxury Lost Its Luster. I've read through this over the summer. You can see I dog-eared a bunch of it. I was planning to do a video on this, and then we moved, and then Sebastian got sick, so I haven't done a video on it yet. But I've got a lot of stuff dog-eared and underlined in here. This opened my eyes to a lot of things about the luxury community and really changed my opinion on some of it. It does kind of take the brands down a notch, but I think that's a good thing, so that, you know, we don't revere them quite so much. We see them for what they are and what they are doing to our psychology and wanting them so much. It also gives you more realistic perspective on spending that kind of money and what goes into them and where they're made and all kinds of things. It's a very interesting book, and it doesn't talk just about handbags. It talks about perfumes. I think it talks about some clothes too. I haven't quite finished it, but it's very interesting. Here's the table of contents if you're interested in seeing that. And I made some notes there so you can check it out. Very interesting book. I highly recommend it. The next two items that I have that are luxury related are these slides on my two Noe bags. So I have this Epi one here, which matches perfectly. And here's the other strap I was telling you about. It's black on one side, leopard on the other, so that's really cute. And then this monogram slide here. You can get this with the flower print like I did, or you can get it with the LV. The LV is a few dollars more, so I didn't care about that. I just got the flower one. The Epi slide is $15.50 from Mcraftleather, and the monogram slide with the flower on it is $32, and that's from the LoveYouMoreStore. Both of those are on Etsy, and they're linked below. Those would make a great stocking stuffer too. And speaking of stockings, look what I got for Roxy at Hobby Lobby. It was on sale for $5, and look, it matches her. Your stocking looks just like you, Roxy. What do you think? Do you like it? You don't care? That's your stocking. Santa's gonna bring you presents. You don't look excited about it. The next item I want to show you is this keychain. This is also off Etsy. It's from a shop called LeVoutiqueCreations, and it's made of upcycled Louis Vuitton canvas. Louis Vuitton makes a keychain that looks very similar to this, which is around $300 or a little more than $300. This one I purchased for about $45, and the prices go up depending on some of the options you want on the leather or on the canvas. They have monogram, they have damier ebene, damier azur. I think they even have graphite and maybe a few other things. It looks very similar to the Louis Vuitton one, but it doesn't say Louis Vuitton anywhere. I think it's really cool that people are making things out of the upcycled canvas. This works really well for me because I have my hands full when I'm going to work with maybe a drink, and I have a rolling cart or my handbag in a rolling cart, and that leaves my hand free. If I just put it over my finger, it leaves my hand free to have my keys handy where I don't have to dig around for them. I did not want to buy the Louis Vuitton one for $300 some because you're gonna get wear on the metal. You can see all the scratches and things here. That happens to this piece, and it's also gonna happen to a $300 piece. so I'd much rather spend $50 on this. Great little gift. This vachetta tassel from Mcraftleather is $38.50, and this is in their Etsy shop. They have the vachetta. They also have ones in ebene, and they're made to go with Louis Vuitton bags. They have the clip that looks like the Vuitton clips. They have their name printed right there. It's a really lovely piece. They have also replacement straps and other tassels, longer ones that have 2 tassels and smaller ones to go on smaller pieces. Mcraftleather has some really beautifully made stuff, and it's all made to go with Louis Vuitton bags. So I would highly recommend Mcraftleather. Okay, the rest of the gifts start to get a little pricier. So the next one is $100. This is the necklace from Henri Bendel that I just recently unboxed on my channel, and it has these little flower petals very similar to the ones on the Louis Vuitton monogram bags, and those are in crystal, and the necklace is a gold tone. They also have a silver tone one with the crystals. Like I said, this is $100, but if you use my link below, you can get $20 or $25 off your first $100 purchase with Bendel. I may, if I have some coupon codes, I may link those below as well, but the coupon codes that I'll link are only good to be used once, so if it doesn't work for you, then somebody else has already used it. Bendel's also has these keychains. I think these are about $40 or $50. They don't have this particular color scheme right now, but they come out with different ones every once in a while. The one that I saw when I looked yesterday has the brown and white stripes, and I don't know what color the top one is, maybe a brown or dark brown, something like that. But again, that petal shape goes really well with the monogram bags from Louis Vuitton. Now we're moving into the $200 range. And I do have some other pieces in a minute that go back to the 100s, but I want to skip ahead just a little bit. So Twillies. I think the ultimate Twilly is from Hermes. So unless whoever you're buying for wants a specific brand other than Hermes, I think pretty much anybody's going to be happy if they care about this brand name stuff. Would be very happy with a little bag from Hermes under the tree. This one I love because it's double-sided, and this one isn't sold anymore. I don't even know what's sold. You'd have to go into Hermes or go into their website to see, but they're around 200. I think the Hermes ones are like 160 or 180 for the regular size Twillies, and then they go larger and more expensive from there. But personally, of the silk scarves that I have, I think the Hermes ones are the most beautiful and intricate, and the quality of the material and everything, they're gorgeous. Besides Hermes, Dior also has some beautiful silk scarves. I have this one. This one is about the same size as the Hermes, but a little bit bigger. So if I fold them in half here, you can see the Dior is a little wider and a little bit longer. And then the Louis Vuitton, they call them bandeaus at Louis Vuitton. These run around 180 or 200. Some are a lot more expensive for some reason. This is the Confidential scarf in brown. This, when I bought it, it had gotten hard to find. I don't know if it still is. This is much longer, I think you can tell, than the others. But it's a lovely piece, and I think anybody, again, who's into these brands would love to get a scarf. If you want to get something from one of these brands for somebody, this is one of the least expensive things you can get, is the $200 scarves. The next least expensive thing, one of them, would be the key clays or the key holders from Louis Vuitton. These are currently running at $205. So I have the monogram, the damier azur, and the damier ebene. These seem to still be available everywhere. A lot of pieces from Louis Vuitton, a lot of the canvas pieces are getting very difficult to find, and they're going to get much more difficult as the holiday season gets closer. So if you are planning to get something like this or anything else from Vuitton, I would buy it now or as soon as you can, because they're going to get very difficult to find. These are great pieces. I can do a separate video on all the different uses for them, but people think, oh, that's tiny and it's $200 for that. It's really useful. I'm surprised. That's why I have 3. I actually have 4. I have a denim one that isn't sold anymore, and I plan to buy more. I really love them. They're great as bag charms. You can use them in a bag. You can clip it to your belt and put it in your pocket. You can clip it to the outside of your bag to have your ID handy or your cash handy. You can clip it inside the bag to find it easily. You can put your keys on it, which I don't do because I don't want to scratch up the metal, but that's what they're made for. So you can put your keys on it. It holds cards and cash and coins and earbuds and all kinds of little knick-knack things. So it's really a very handy piece. And for those who are looking to get a small item from Louis Vuitton, or those who are looking to start their Louis Vuitton collection, I highly recommend the clay or the key holder. I think they call it a key holder on the US website. Two more luxury brand items, and then I'm gonna back up for a minute. So I wanted to talk about Tiffany's. I have this charm bracelet, and when we went to New York to the Fifth Avenue Tiffany store, I bought myself this little Tiffany heart box charm. It was pretty expensive for just a little piece of silver like this. It was $225, but I wanted it, so I got it. I wanted that nice little souvenir. It's a beautiful charm. If you get it for somebody, they have cheaper ones. They have them that are like $75 that are more like this, where it's a flat charm. This is not a Tiffany charm, this Texas. I got that at James Avery. But Tiffany's has some flat charms like that. They're 75 or 100 or so. But I really love that Tiffany box, and it's a substantial piece. It's got some nice detail on it. It's just a really special piece to me, and it has some nice memories. So I think that would be a great gift. And it doesn't have to be worn on a charm bracelet like that with a bunch of other charms. You could have just one charm. You could wear it as a pendant. So there are a few other uses for it. So like if your person doesn't have a charm bracelet, or you don't know if they would like one, they could still use it in those other ways. And I'm gonna put a picture here. I love these little trays. I've loved them since they came out last year. I think it was last year they came out. One of the things that I really like about them is that it's a set of 4. So for $225, you could split this up really and give 4 gifts. Now they come in one box, so you wouldn't be able to get a Tiffany box for each one unless you've got a sales associate who's willing to do that. But that comes out to like 4 Tiffany gifts for 4 different people. It's $56.25 for each tray. They're really tiny. Be prepared for that. I think they're about this big. They're 3 inches by 2.5 inches. So they're like that big. They're really small, but they're so cute, and I think they'd make a lovely gift. Okay, I have 2 more little categories to show you. One is some inspired bags, and then the last thing I want to talk about is pre-loved pieces and where to buy those. And I have some coupon codes and Black Friday information down below about that. So I want to show you really quick a few pieces that I have in my collection of inspired handbags, and these are Birkin and Chanel inspired because I don't have the kind of money to buy a real Birkin or a real Chanel. Inspired bags are controversial. Some people are very against them. Clearly I am not. So this is for the people who are open-minded about them and interested in them. Or if you're interested in trying out a bag that's like a Chanel or an Hermes before you drop that many thousands of dollars on one, this is a good option for you. First, the 2 Chanel bags. This is my clear bag, and I say Chanel, but I mean Chanel inspired. The Chanel inspired bag from Lamb Gallery on Amazon. All these are on Amazon actually. This has been a lovely bag for summer. I found it very comfortable. It's pretty much weatherproof. It does have these little holes there where water could get in or sand could get in. It's a great beach bag. I took it to the beach. Every time I went to Galveston this summer, I took it with me. And I've got it stuffed with tissue paper right now. That's what that is, in case you're wondering, and some air bubbles. But yeah, that's a great little bag. And some people were telling me in the comment section of some video recently that they were wearing that in the winter too. So I guess you can wear those year round. They come in gold, silver, maybe white, definitely black. The next Chanel inspired bag I have, which I absolutely love, is this. It's like a classic flap, but reissue, because it has the chain and it has the Mademoiselle lock. And I love the camellia pattern. I think that's so pretty. Looks like that. And the chain is very comfortable. Several people have asked me how it's held up. It's held up perfectly, except, I think I've told you about this before, the back pocket, you see the wear there, and that's from putting my phone in and out all the time. So that pocket gets used a lot, and the synthetic lining on there, it's supposed to be lambskin on the outside. That's what the listing says, but the inside is synthetic. And I'll show you the inside of the bag too. So it's set up just like a Chanel, where it has the zippered pocket, and it does have a little bit of space up there. It's got a pocket in the back, and then the double flap with a pocket up front, and then the big compartment here. It does not have the big CCs, but it does have that burgundy. I think this is probably a little more red than the Chanel burgundies, but I'm not totally sure. When I got this bag, if you are planning to get it as a gift for someone, be aware you should order it soon and let it air out, because it had kind of a chemically smell for a while. That has since dissipated, and it wasn't strong enough that it bothered me that much, but it's a very comfortable bag. I wear it with casual outfits. I wear it to go out with dressier outfits. One of the things I love about this, and I've asked you guys about this before and nobody's told me otherwise, so correct me if you know that I'm wrong. But one thing I know, or one thing I love, is that I don't think Chanel ever made a bag like this. That's the reissue style with the camellias. I love this bag. I carry it all the time. I think it's really beautiful, and it's soft and plush. And I've had it for over a year now, and the plushness has not flattened out. The next group of bags I want to show you are all Hermes inspired. Most of them are Birkins. Actually, let me show you the Kelly first. Just get that out of the way, and then the rest will be Birkins. So this is a 28 centimeter across the bottom Kelly style bag. This is from Eiffel on Amazon. This one goes for $105. It's cow leather outside, and then they have synthetic linings, which are still nice, and they match the color of the outside of the bag. So there's what it looks like. It's got the pocket and everything. The Kelly has the shoulder strap, and the rest are Birkin inspired. So this is a 25 centimeter, I believe. This one has a crossbody strap. I love this little thing if I don't want to carry one of the giant ones. And then I have these two. So that little 25 centimeter was, oh, let me tell you the prices on the other ones too. That clear Chanel inspired bag is only $38. The Chanel reissue inspired with the camellias, that runs for $100. The 25 centimeter Birkin style bag, I didn't write a price down, but it's 100 something. It's in the low hundreds. And then I have these are both 35 centimeter Hermes Birkin style bags. This is the just regular style. This comes in a lot of different colors. And then this is the Gillies with the lace trim. And that comes in several colors too. Plain one goes for $125. The Gillies goes for $135. Those do not have crossbody straps. One that I would like to get soon to try out the style is they have a garden party inspired bag by Eiffel. That one goes for $139, and there's a picture of it. I also, when I was getting the prices for these from Amazon yesterday, I came across this bag, which I thought was really interesting, and it's only $80. It's by a different brand. I've never tried them before, so I can't recommend them, but I thought somebody here might be interested in a more edgy style like this. All right, and the last thing I want to talk about for this luxury brands on a budget is buying pieces pre-loved. I want to tell you about 3 websites. I've talked about all of these before. You've probably heard of them. The RealReal, Fashionphile, and Rebag. I have information down below. I will say that I am an affiliate with all 3 of those companies and with Amazon. What that means is when you use my links below and then you purchase anything from the website after you've clicked my links, that I get a small percentage of that sale, and I do mean small. With the RealReal, what I like about them is that they have all these brands of handbags and everything, but they also have housewares. So you can get Tiffany stuff there, you can get Tiffany jewelry and Tiffany crystal vases and china and all that stuff. You can also get Waterford, which I love. I like getting little crystal vases for people. Those are great gifts. And my tip with the RealReal would be, if it's something where you're buying from that site a lot, if you're really into this stuff, I would recommend joining their membership. It's $10 a month or $11 a month, something like that. And you get 24-hour early access to all the new merchandise that's put up. And a lot of that stuff goes quickly, so if you don't have the membership, you never even see those items. I would especially recommend that if you're looking for some hard to find items, like some of the Louis Vuitton pieces that have been so difficult to find. With Fashionphile, what I love about them is that they have discounts regularly. They also have free layaway, free shipping, no tax, unless you're in California, I guess. I think they have to charge tax there. They also have an outlet section. What I like to do is go to the outlet first and then to the 30% off, 20, and then the 10. And I look for the deepest discounts first and see if I can find items there that I'm interested in. And then another site I really like that doesn't get as much traffic, so you won't have as much competition for the pieces, is Rebag. And they're having a Black Friday sale from November 21st to 25th. It's 15% off the entire site. And then just for kicks, I want to throw in this one last item that I thought was really interesting. I came across this in a Facebook ad, and it's this. It's a portable hot tub, and I love hot tubs. We finally have one at the building that we're in now. Actually, we have two on the property, which is nice because one was down recently, so we got to use the other one instead. If you know somebody who would love a hot tub, but you don't want to spend so many thousands of dollars, this might be a good option. I've never used one. I don't have the space to get one, but I know people who would love them. This particular one is by Coleman. It's $470. There are several different brands that make them, but I just thought that was so cool. And especially if you have a yard to put that in and sitting out in the cold and being in the hot tub, that would be so fun. I've never heard of an inflatable hot tub before. I thought that was funny, so I wanted to share it with you. All right, well, Roxy and I are signing off. Hi, Roxy. Hi, guys. So we're signing off. I hope that these gifts were interesting and you got some good ideas for people who are into the luxury brands, or good ideas to put on your own wish list. So we're gonna sign off. Like the video if you liked it. Oh, and if you have any other ideas that I didn't talk about and you want to share those with people, put them in the comment section, please. And then like the video, subscribe if you haven't done that already, and click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos. I have some other gift guides coming out soon. I have one on pets, productivity, and gourmet, and then I have another on gifts that teachers love. So stay tuned for those. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye guys, have a fantastic day.